Good morning, fellow Forex traders, degenerate gamblers. We are going to go over the market. I am later than usual this morning because I have to be honest. I live my dreams and I do whatever the hell I want, whenever I want. And for some reason, my brain said this morning, hey, you know what, dude? Just sleep. Sleep. Because my brain's been a little overwhelmed with exciting, fun stuff, so it just kind of needed to rest. But we'll go through the market here, talk about an update with the 10 pip hybrid feed. As you know, I screwed up the programming a couple days ago, and it's back on track. I just, forced a little bit of a loss in the account, but it's back on track, doing good, and it is ready to do something that I intended this entire thing for. So that's why you do what we're doing, forward testing. But let's go through the accounts. We'll get on that. So we're looking at the free signal here. You can see the comment on this FX with Terry signals free. So NZD CAD, I believe, if you look at the overall system, has gone a few deep. I don't know how many, but it's basically it's ready to bounce back and go into profit. So kind of interestingly enough, the free NZD CAD is in the free signals area. This is going to be massively profitable for you if you're jumping into this. And listen, I'm not saying jump in right now. Don't jump in. This is a damn good trade because we know, and I think I was saying to Denise yesterday that when it moves back towards take profit, because it's just hovering sideways right now, it's probably going to do it all at once. We'll look at the news like we usually do. I believe, as we've been looking this week, I believe it's Thursday, that we're going to see some pretty heavy, high-impact U.S. news. That may move it. That may move it. So in terms of closure, let's take a look. Again, this is a signal. You bid what you want. What's interesting is the system jumped into this trade again later in the sequence, so that's why it's bidding 0.30. I really have to kind of think about that for a minute. That's typically an odd scenario, but what it is saying to you as a signal is you could bid more than the base lot size. It comes out at a 0.10 or $1 per pip. And because it's pulled back and it's ready to go towards take profit. So kind of take that as a signal from the signal to do what you will do. Nothing closed for the day inside of the free signals, but for the week, $105.38. Free signals are intended to be slow. Don't look at this and go, that's not enough for me. I get that from brand new people all the time. They'll be trading their account the first day or two. It made some profit, but I don't know if that's enough. I'm like, hold on, let's slow down. We're going to start out gently, right? I can make other references. I won't. Start out gently and start out easily and slow. And a lot of this is about first-hand building some practice and knowledge and then playing the game like I've been telling you guys to play the game, which we'll talk about that also at the end here. But anyway, that is the free signal. Pause screen coming up. We're going to go on to premium. And I've really only looked at the high profit gold trade because I was pretty impressed with what happened this morning. So we will look at that. So let's see here. Here we are. Premium signals I'll give you without sharing the trades because people pay a little bit monthly to get these. There are currently 3 trades open, 2 currency pairs. Looking really good. And as far as closure, I will share this with you. So we closed $21.86 worth of signals. There's new this group grows every day. So if there's someone new here or you're catching this on YouTube and you really don't know what this is, obviously come on over to fxwithterry.com. Join the free signals group, the Discord server, get involved in the community. Ask your questions live every morning. Someone in a comment, Superman says, I like this starting time. You know, yeah, it's just kind of later for me. It's quite a bit later for me. I'm used to East Coast time. So what am I, 3 hours, 11:30? Yeah, it's late. It's late. So everybody's at a different time around the world, right? I'm wondering what it will be like this summer when I'm back taking care of the old man's place. Going to build a pool, mowing his lawn every day, probably every day, because it's big. I wonder what time I'll be doing this stuff. I'll probably end up doing it pretty early, believe it or not. Just get up, get it out of the way. But there'll be days like this where the brain needed to rest, and that's where I'm at. So this is a signal. All three signals in the premium section have closed in profit. Those are some pretty nice profits. And again, you bid what you want for your account. Let's go to the pause screen, and I need to pull up my account list on my end so I can get clear. Let's go look at, let's dig into the 10 pip hybrid, because that's next on my list. So what this is, let me pull it up first. I'm doing too much. You'd be doing too much. So here's the 10 pip hybrid. I believe we are trading group number 3. No, I'm wrong on that. Let me look at something. Let's see here. We are trading group number 1. So we started, for the first 2 weeks, we traded group number 3. I think we jumped to group number 2 yesterday. And then it jumped out of that and jumped into group number 1. Let me come back to the screen here. I'm jumping around so I can look at my list. So here's the deal with this. This trade's about to go into profit. And you notice I'm bidding a 0.07. So where's that come from? I had originally said on like a $10,000 account, which is what this is, with my full auto system, bidding 0.07, taking all 22 currency pairs, is probably the outer limits of what you would want to do. On a normal basis, it handles that. It can push really hard on some big market movement days and times and pairs and get a little tight. So it's kind of like a happy medium. But because of the stability of this feed, we'll look at the history real quick. Closed $12.73 last night. And again, this is a beta feed. This is stability. I'm not looking at money as much as I am stability right now. If we look for the week, it's closed $301.76. So that's pretty good. 7 days worth of auto trading. Haven't touched it. Haven't come up against any limits. Okay. What I'm going to do now, because all of this in the real world is figured out in what's called forward testing. We put this on a 10K demo account, and we're moving forward, trading the actual current given market movement. I would not be the leader of Degenerate Gamblers Club without doing what? Increasing my bid, because that's really the entire point behind this feed. Was to first create the stability, avoid runaway pairs like UJ and GJ, not avoid them completely, jump into those trades when the data shows that we should, right? But those will not get fed to this account without choice, right? Without me saying, okay, let's do that. Probably what would happen is I would still just use the data and manually say, okay, we're going to enter GJ or UJ. I'm going to increase the bid, and that's the whole point behind this. So I don't want to go to degenerate gambler bid level, but I also don't want to be low like this. If you look at the history, what's the average close at 70 cents? $5.31. Hold on one second. I got to pause. I just got a message on something I need to take a look at. Stand by, folks. This is happening in real time. Just need to... Okay. No big deal. let me come back here to wherever I was. So I'm going to increase the bid here. So if we're bidding 70 cents, again, this is a test. I want to see what this can handle. And here's where this is how you do it, right? You put these auto feeds on a demo account, you move forward, you pay attention to it. What you do not do, my friends, I'll say this to a million people. Excuse me. Coffee has got me verklempt this morning. What you do not do is go, well, it's been great for 3 weeks. I'm just gonna bid $1 billion per pip. No, you have to go, okay, what kind of market have we been in? It's been a very slow market. I probably could bid outrageously. I bet you I could bid $20, $30 per pip on this account. And it would just hang in there. That's certainly degenerate gambler level. So I'm just kind of thinking out loud. What you have to be concerned with if you're going to increase your bid on something like this, or any of my stuff, right, any of my trades, is those dangerous moments where a particular currency pair pushes really hard against you. And you have to either go, okay, it's doing really well, or I'm going to have to mitigate. I'm gonna say, instead of 70 cents, I'm gonna jump up to a 0.50, $5 per pip. So that's quite a jump, but I think very handleable. But it's also not, I mean, I could jump up to $1, $2, $3. It is definitely going to handle that. Like I said, it would probably handle $10 a pip. But let's jump up to 5, and we'll watch it for about another week. I really want to see this. I mean, I would put this on live money right now, but I really want to see this handle some more aggressive, high impact market conditions. I really want to see that. We just have not seen that. But either way, the programming is designed to very well handle extreme conditions and extreme high impact news and things like that where it pushes a currency pair against us. The major function of this, don't forget, is that we are trading groups of currency pairs that do not cross each other. So no, you're not in a USD CAD buy and a GBP USD sell. You're not in those crosses. Pause screen. What's coming next? So that was my major 10 pip announcement. I'm going to jack up the bid on that. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Account list. I believe we're going to look at gold. Now, this one is a game changer. This one's a game changer because our gold trades on the high profit auto feed are so stable lately. I'm making a killing. So I'm sure you guys probably are too that are taking it. Everybody's doing well. If you're a degenerate gambler like me and you're way overbidding, which I'll show you, it has worked in my favor consistently for the last few days. So let me pull this up. I'm going to show you the main high profit auto feed, which trades gold, US 30, NAS 100, SPX 500, and US oil. We had a really nice US oil trade close yesterday. We will take a look at that. Currently no trades open in the account, and closure this morning, 2 US oil trades closed last evening, and this is just a basket of trades, okay? And it's only bidding a 0.03 total. Right, I just really pulled it back, but again, with this auto feed, you bid what you want. And then this gold trade, we will look at this across quite a few different accounts, several different accounts that I have that all went profitable. I noticed one thing. I'm trading this automated gold feed on a couple different live brokers, and the pricing on one of them, although I still made profit, it never got to take profit 3. It backed out. On the feed here, it took profit on all 3 trades, right? Or I should say, one trade that was split and did partial closures on the initial 70 cents, 20 cents, and then 10 cents. So again, this is sent out as an automated trade to your account. You bid what you want. So overall, $68.15. However, let's go look at some accounts where I did some real bidding with these exact same things. And I'm going to reemphasize something here before moving on. I have to say this. I am personally, just for whatever reason, it feels good, it's less stressful, I'm taking these auto feeds and I'm sending them to my accounts at pretty much minimum lot size. So forget what the account size is, it doesn't matter. What I'm doing with these auto feeds is I'm taking the trades automatically and I'm looking at the live account going, you know what? This particular, I could jump into it at a heavy lot size because it's showing me at absolute minimum lot size. It's showing me that it's going profitable, which isn't 100%, certain that it's going to continue to go to profit. But typically these things push. Like if you look at NZD CAD right now, I believe it is, it's push, went sideways, and all the trades are in the red, which is fine. And then it's all of a sudden going to push really hard towards take profit. But I'm starting to take all of these auto trades into my accounts at pretty much minimum lot size. And then when I can and when I'm comfortable, that's probably why I sleep a little bit harder at night now. I know nothing's running away on me. Even if my phone's going ding, 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 and it does sometimes, because it's taking a lot of trades, a lot of updates, I will jump in to other trades that the data account is showing me, right? Because I'm using it as data basically. It's an auto trade on a live account, but it's coming in at absolute minimum lot size, and I'm trading, particular groups of pairs so one doesn't run me over. And I know I'm saying the same thing over and over, but I'm like, this is the best way to do it. And then jump into these trades manually based off of the data that I'm seeing. I'm like, okay, gold is going into profit. I'm going to jump in. Probably shouldn't use gold as the example. I'll use Euro Chief as an example. Euro Chief's been in 2 trades. Now one of the 2 is going blue. I'm going to jump in, and you might be in profit a few minutes, few hours later. So check this out. I will go to, I'm going to actually show you, you know what? I'll show you the outrageous one first. Let's look at outrageous bid. And I did not take the gold on this one, but this is a high bid on those exact same gold trades that closed this morning. $1,314.57. Every one of them closed in profit. And I have to say this, depending on your broker, because the one I'm going to show you, I don't believe the third one closed for me in profit. And in fact, I think I'm going to move that money over to a different broker. But let me show you what I made, and let me show you kind of a degenerate gambler thing where I missed out on some things because I just wanted more and more and more. So pause here, and then I'll show you an actual account here that's pretty impressive. So I started this not quite a week ago, certainly less than a week ago, I think, at $1,200. I'm at nearly $2,000. I'm at $1,996. This is a small account, 500 leverage, taking the gold trades. So here is last night's gold trades. So this one, and this one, bidding a total of 0.05 was basically the auto trade, okay? So it made a little bit. Again, I used this as a signal because what I really did was I went in on this trade at 0.40 lot size, and what happened was I kept moving my stop closer and closer to the ultimate take profit, and the price backed out on me. Guess how much this was in profit, and I didn't close it, and I thought, well, if it's that much, let's see if we can double it. Degenerate gambler. Although my stop got me out at profit, at one point last night, I was watching this and I could have hit close it, and you know what? I didn't. And it backed out a little bit on me, and then ultimately ended up going towards the final take profit anyway, which is this one down here. It was up $330. Just this $171 profit, it was up $330. I should have just closed it out. Either that or not moved my stop so close. Give it some time to breathe. Because if we look at the chart here, see if I'm still looking at gold. I'm not. Let's look at gold real quick on the chart. Let's see. I think I was looking at the 15-minute. Yeah, so here's where it was. Yeah, okay, so let me show you this. Oh, you can't see it with all that. So we entered a sell trade on gold about here. And it moved really nice. I was $330 up in profit. And the take profit was right here. And I was like, I'm just going to wait, right? Let's wait. You get to see exactly what it did. So it backed out on me and hit the stop that I'd moved down and went sideways. And what happened was we never hit the take profit on the third one, but because I have a trailing stop loss, it basically followed the pricing down here, and I think it just backed out and hit the stop about right there. That's about what it did. You can't see it, but there's a wick all the way down here from this candle, and I was at $330. I should have just got out. I think I'll do that from now. But, you know, the moment you get out and take your $330, it goes to 670 and hits the take profit. But I would have been, I mean, listen, I'm extremely happy to make, what did I make, $192 on a original $1,200 account that I started at the beginning of the week. Yeah, started at the beginning of the week. And extremely impressed with this. Is this thing ever going to take some losses? At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm so far ahead. Who cares, right? And I'm really going to grow this thing. I'm really going to grow this account. So let's go look at the, I think we did. Let's go, I don't think we looked at the, yeah, we looked at the outrageous one, and then that's the live that I took. So it's cool to be able to take, again, as you can see what I did, I took this gold signal at really a minimum, below minimum, whatever the automated feed sends out. And then I jumped in, as I have been the last few days, making what, $150, $200 a day on a tiny little $1,200 account. That in my eyes is the most impressive thing I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot. On a small account like that, with these gold trades that we have, these high profit trades, absolutely phenomenal. So, real quick insider tip. I noticed in the beginning, and you were right because I was agreeing with this. I'll come back to the gold screen. I noticed people going, okay, well, I'm going to start a small account and put your high profit auto trader on there, but I need to split up. Like, I don't want to trade gold and US 30 on the same account. I don't want to trade US 30 and US oil in the same account. And I'm like, okay, that's smart. However, I'm starting to think this now. And I probably could make an alteration, I'm going to tell you. But here's the deal. What I believe you can do, and I'm going to do moving forward, is I'm going to go ahead and take all of these pairs or metals and indices. I'm going to take gold, US 30, SPX 500, US oil, and NAS 100. I'm going to take them all on the same account at an absolute minimum, at the lowest lot size I can bid on any of them. Okay? Because now we know that we typically, market-wise, we're not jumping into all of those at once. We hadn't seen US oil for weeks. We haven't seen an SPX 500 yet. We've seen one, maybe two NAS 100s, but it's primarily gold and US 30. So take those as an absolute minimum, minimum for you, right? The lowest lot size you can take them at, and use that as a automated signal inside your account to go, okay, I could, you know, like for example, if it launches gold and US 30 at the same time, which sometimes that can happen, you can jump into US 30 if you want, or gold or whatever you want, manually, and mirror what the signal, the automated trade is sending you, and really blow an account up. Really blow an account up. So, sounds like you guys are liking this. I see you in the comments here. Lisa says, I would love to see how that looks once you start running all of them. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to do that because, again, you know, this, we were looking at a very small live account here. I think I probably want to get it a little bit bigger. But certainly the idea is to turn them all on, receive them all in an absolute minimum lot size, and use that as a signal for your brain to go, I'm going to jump into this. I'm going to jump into it. And that's all I'm doing here with this gold trade. Now, again, everybody's going to see me making all these profits and all this success with the high profit feed and feel like they're missing out. Well, I'm using the automated feed and it's not making as much money. It could, it will, it's practice. This is a layer on top of my automated system. That's why it's an add-on type of thing. Pause. Let me go to my account list, see what else we're going to look at. So that was a lot all at once. Let's look at this 3K to 100K challenge account. Have not looked at it since yesterday. I think I did say I had to make some changes. Let's take a look at this. So $275 drawdown. We're up from $1,800 to $2,500, getting back to $3,000. Then we're going to trade it to $100,000. 2,100% margin level. Looks beautiful. This kind of gives you an inside look at, I don't believe it's all of them, but the NZD CAD depth that we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, sorry. There's an NZD USD at the bottom there. So 7. Yeah, looking good. If you look at that pair itself, you can see, if we go to the daily, you can see it's floating around down at the bottom here. Just floating around at the bottom. Our take profit is somewhere up in this area, and I believe that potentially Thursday's news event is just going to push it all the way back. We'll see. That's my hope, right? That's my guess. And one of the reasons I'm looking at that is look at the daily chart RSI 4. It is absolutely bottomed out. Now, as I go up higher, I'll look at, let's go to like the 4 hour. It has not quite bottomed out on 4 hour. If you look at the 30-minute, it has bottomed out on the RSI 4. That's probably pretty indicative of being at the bottom. And then we'll just go lower time frames. 15-minute, it's near the bottom, kind of bouncing off the 15%. And is that accurate? You know, the RSI setting of a 4, it's not necessarily. In fact, this is kind of a good example I was looking for yesterday, when even though, like, let's call it right here. So even though it's touching the bottom down here, the price is still coming down. Touching the bottom, price is still coming down. Touching the bottom, price is still coming down. So that's kind of like a counter trend concept. You know, if you're going to sit here and try to scalp NZD CAD, which I don't think is a great idea in the current market conditions, you normally would just jump into buy trades when it touches the bottom there. This is one of those times it's not accurate given what the currency pair is doing. So, you know, buying at the bottom of the RSI 4 or selling at the top of the RSI 4 is not 100% accurate. It is well into the 90% accurate. So, you know, that was just an example I was kind of looking for yesterday on the chart, and really didn't have any. So let's see, what was this? This was, did I just lose my train of thought? I did. What account am I looking at? Oh, this was the challenge account. So nothing closed for the day, but for the week, looking really good. $604.19 closed for the week. Really nice. Absolutely nice. And on to the next account. I believe that's pretty much what we wanted to look at. Probably be coming this particular account. We'll look at this one more time. This is another live account that I had, which was proof of concept and showing that I could put Auto Trader on it and do pretty well with it. Let me pull it up here and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I think we're going to probably combine some accounts. So here we are. This thing is just taking a few trades. Again, 15,000% margin level. Beautiful. It was up from 1,000 up to 32. 32. I want to say 32%. $1,328, almost 33% up in about 5 weeks. So that's really good. In terms of closure, nothing for the day, but for the week, a closure. When I say week, 7 days, $48. So here's what I'm going to do with this account. I'm going to take this and go combine it. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is move my gold trade, my small gold trade account, into this account today or over the weekend. So I'm going to basically almost triple the account. And why? Because this is fun to watch, proof of concept, but we have enough other accounts to see. And we know that, for example, moving forward, once the 10 pip hybrid goes live, you can put that on a small account and just pull it back to minimum lot size and do extremely well. And probably instead of trading minimum lot size with the 10 pip hybrid on a small account, you're going to be able to do what I said earlier, which is increase your bid, which I'm going to. And when we get off the call here, I'll do that. I'm going to increase the 10 pip hybrid bid to a 0.50 lot size. And I know it will handle that. We have to temper that with what the market's doing. So what I really want to do is see how it handles a market that's really pushed. What's nice about it, since we're only trading 6 groups, is for us, luck of the draw to be in a group where we get one pair that runs against us is probably pretty low. It's at least 50-50, right? Instead of 100, because we're taking, 100% chance, because we're taking all of the pairs. Or that's kind of the mantra. If you're taking the auto trader, you want to take all the pairs at minimum lot size and start increasing from there. Not the best strategy. Again, a strategy with all my automated feeds, take all of the trades from that feed at minimum lot size and then jump in when you're available to watch. And if you're busy that week or you're traveling, like, when I travel, I'm going to the Colorado River in a few weeks and then I'm headed to Vegas. When I'm busy those days, all of my accounts will be at minimum lot size, and I might not be jumping in to some trades. I'm comfortable. It's secure. Yeah, I might only make $20 that day, but I don't have the stress while I'm busy traveling, so on and so forth. So that is it for account stuff. Let's go quickly look at, let me pull this up. In fact, I'll share this with you, and then we'll jump over to the news. Browser. There we go. So there's the 10 pip hybrid. We're trading pair number, or group number 1 right now, which is extremely stable. Any one of these groups is extremely stable. And then as far as news goes, this is tomorrow. Let's refresh this for today, just so I can get. So, is this right? 3 p.m. today, we've got some U.S. news. Huh. Wonder how that's going to move the... Is it NZ? No, we're in NZD CAD, aren't we? So, let's go to tomorrow. Tomorrow's news. So we got some CAD at 5:30 a.m. We'll see if that'll move. USD coming out the rest of the day, starting at 5:30 a.m. 7 again. So Thursday will be pretty heavy, which is tomorrow, and then Friday more USD stuff. So we'll see. I don't know if there's going to be enough news on that USD CAD. On the CAD, NZD CAD. I don't know if that's going to be enough news to move it. We'll see. All right, I believe that's it. That's everything I wanted to tell you. Late start this morning. I apologize. I know one person liked it. but I will get back to a regular schedule. And I'm going to go increase the bids on that stuff, and I will see you guys inside of the Discord group, fxwithterry.com. If you're catching this randomly on YouTube, come join us. Get some free trades that all win. If you like to win, join us. I'll see you guys tomorrow.